Hey, what is up, mortals? It is BubblyNami here, and welcome to part 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen Cross with My Hero Academia. Just wanted to greet you guys by saying sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. And so, we begin. It'll be easier if you just let me touch the bomb and get it over with. I don't really want to fight a girl. Besides, Itadori will be mad if I hurt you, Mahito said to Nobara, pouting his lips. Oh, shut up and fight me! That's if you can move. My quirk paralyzes the target area, and it only gets worse if I keep hitting you, Nobara said confidently. Please, you underestimate me. Mahito rolled his eyes. Right where he stood, Mahito began to change. His hex leg sunk into the waist likewise, his right arm sunk into his shoulder. The two limbs switched places, the nails that were as paralyzed clanked as it fell to the ground. His leg, that took the place of his arm, then transfigured into an arm. His arm, likewise, turned into a leg. So instead, Mahito could move his legs, the curse moving to his right arm. He charged towards Nobara. The girl unleashed a storm of hexed nails. Mahito weaved through them with ease. He got up close to her, attempting to grab her. That won't work. I know your quirk. I won't let you touch me, Nobara said. Mahito had gone for a two-handed grab, almost like he wanted to hug her midsection. She lifted herself, timing it perfectly. She rolled herself across Mahito's back sharply, landing behind him. Game over, she announced, as she aimed to drive nails into his heart. Nobara wasn't worried about hurting her opponent because her quirk, once activated, didn't allow the target to acquire any damage from the nails. Just a paralytic curse for a period of time, and one to Mahito's heart or brain would freeze his entire body for a while. She drove a nail down sharply. Sure, it was over. The hit didn't feel right. No flesh or bone hit. When she saw, she seemed too impossible. A huge cavity in Mahito's chest where his heart was supposed to be, the nail coming up from nothing. How? She wondered out loud. You caught me a bit off guard. Before, but not this time, Mahito said, lashing out with his bare feet. Sharply he drove it under Nobara's chin, pushing her back. Itadori won't hit girls, but I will, Mahito said, certainly enjoying himself, as he faced Nobara, who was getting her bearings after the kick. Heh, lucky shot, Nobara retorted, wiping her now bloodied lip. Won't happen again, she said coldly, steadying her nails and hammer, as she took a stance and charged at Mahito. Oh, your quirk is long range though. Close combat is my territory. You must be really confident. Nobara's advance definitely surprised the greyhead. Mahito took no stance at all to prepare for her attack. He merely watched her approach with surprise. With a meter or two separating them, Nobara halted, hammering away a nail aimed at Mahito's head. The boy's head simply parted in a U-shape, letting the nail pass through. Nobara fired off another nail. No, not one nail. She fired two at once, one having a downward trajectory, aiming for Mahito's feet, and one for his gut. Ooh, that was cheeky, he commented. Mahito let the nail pass his torso and leapt up to avoid the second nail. He didn't change his body to avoid the second nail, which means he has a limit to how much he can transfigure, Nobara thought to herself. She didn't have much time to dwell on it though. Mahito swiped out his leg. He had transfigured it, making it similar to a very long pole, aiming to hit Nobara hard. Nobara ducked low, watching Mahito's leg pass over her face. With quick thinking, she reached out and drove a nail into his leg, the hex sign appearing and Mahito's leg turning purple like his arm. Oh, I got hit again? That's a bummer, Mahito whined, with now sporting a freezing arm and leg. Well, I'll just have to improvise, the boy resolved. Just before Nobara hit the nail on the head, literally, Mahito was able to muster enough strength to leap away from her. Whilst transfiguring himself, he turned into a sort of bird with wings with a large head. Purple highlights denoted the action of Nobara's hex on him, but he flew around with ease. Ugh, that's disgusting, Nobara said, taken aback by Mahito's form. Well, beauty is subjective, sweetheart. I must bid you adieu. Now I have a date with a bomb of a lady. He chuckled to himself and flapped away to the bomb furiously. Nobara threw her all, giving chase to the human bird, throwing her nails in hopes of stopping him. Mahito morphed his face to the back of his head as he flew. He was able to fly towards the goal while dodging her attacks fluidly. It's no use. Victory's Mahito was cut off abruptly. Right from under him, the floor exploded. A huge bird swooped in from under him, knocking him off course. Mahito was sent straight into the nearest wall, groaning in pain. The birds touched down on the floor with Megumi on top, giving a confident smile. Thought you might need some help, he said to Nobara, leaping off his bird. I had this under wraps. What happened to his partner? Nobara surveyed the surroundings, almost like she was expecting to see Itadori appear. I sent him down some floors. It'll take a while for him to get back up, and the time limit for the test should have exceeded by then, Megumi replied to her with an eye on the stationary Mahito. Immediately, Megumi said that Itadori was at the door. How did he get back here so fast, Megumi wondered. Ha! The hero appears! We'll stop the bomb now! Itadori yelled. He made a gusty dash into the room. Nobara and Megumi took their stance, prepared to guard the bomb against Itadori's suicide charge. With both of them on the job, they'd put him down easily. It seemed Itadori was dashing headfirst towards them, but mid-run he altered his course. He headed towards the unconscious Mahito. Nobara tried to stop him, hurling nails at him. Itadori lunged for the ground, monkey rolling himself towards Mahito. Itadori picked his bird-like classmate with both hands, a cheeky smile on his face, leaving his opponents perplexed as to what they could possibly be planning. Ha! One pitch coming up! Itadori yelled, taking a stance as a pitcher at a baseball game would. He drew his arm back and flung Mahito with scary power towards the bomb. The task of the exercise was to touch the bomb, and if they did, Itadori's team would win. Stop him! Megumi yelled at his shadow creature. The bird shot towards the Mahito baseball, trying to catch Mahito out of the air. Go! Itadori yelled fiercely. The bird gave chase. There was ways to go before Mahito hit the bomb, and it was gaining ground, but Mahito looked certain to hit the bomb before the creature got him. Mahito by now was conscious, aware he was now a projectile. Definitely wasn't something he enjoyed. He let out a huge scream as the bomb grew closer with every second. Just before Mahito hit the bomb, a loud alarm went. The alarm signaled the end of the training exercise. The timer was set before the battle, and just happened to go off at the point in time, giving Megumi and Nobara the win, even though Itadori and Mahito had come close. Ha ha ha! That was an intense one. You young ones really give it your all. It truly was a close one. That'll be the end of your exercise. All Might called over the comm to the participants, ending their session. We were so close to beating that stupid Megumi. Itadori sighed with slumped shoulders. In your dreams, rookie. We had this in the bag from the beginning. Megumi scoffed as he exited the room, Nobara trailing behind him. Though the match had ended, it didn't stop Mahito's momentum. He was sent crashing into the bomb with a huge thud. He got stuck to the metallic construct like gum to table. Come on, Mahito, I'll take you to the nurse, Itadori said, peeling his friend from the bomb and exiting the grounds so the others could have their session. Just as he was leaving the grounds, he passed the next set of students getting ready for their training. A boy with spiky blonde hair and beady red eyes glared at him intensely. You extras think you're all that, huh? I've been too damn quiet for long, and now you're pissing me off. No one's stealing my spotlight, so get behind! Bakugo yelled at Itadori, brushing past him and storming into the ground. What the hell is that guy's problem? Itadori said to himself, taken aback a bit, but he quickly shook the encounter he just had right now off his head and headed towards Recovery Girl's office. Mahito was a bit banged up. Nobara's quirk had worn off on him, but a slight concussion and some huge face bruises from when he hit the bomb and the bird tackled him ensured he would be sleeping in Recovery Girl's office for a while. After staying for a while, Itadori decided it was time to go. Bowing to Recovery Girl, he took his leave from her office back to the classroom to get his things. The hallways were empty, save some of the students that were lingering. Everyone from his class had probably left by now. Hey, Itadori? A voice called from behind him. Itadori turned to see Momo Yaoyorozu behind him. Hey, Momo. What's up? Itadori said, blushing a bit. So, I saw your training today. I think you did good. I really liked the strategy where you concealed Mahito, but I guess Megumi and Nobara were a strong combination too. If you train harder, you'll beat him one day, Momo said to him, motivating her classmate. Thanks a lot, Momo. I guess I will train harder and be that snotty brat, Itadori said, shaking his fist. Momo chuckled, watching his display. Oh, it's gotten late now. I guess I'll have to go now. See you tomorrow, Itadori. Momo glanced at the time on her watch before she ran down the hallway, waving Itadori goodbye. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Itadori waved back with a smile on his face. I totally looked cool back there, didn't I? Or was I smelling sweaty? What if she thinks I have bad breath? I really messed up back there. Itadori wailed to himself, heavy with thoughts as he went to get his things. It was a long trip he'd have to make back home. Itadori had a lot to reflect on and improve. What he could have done better and what he shouldn't have done. He planned to thoroughly assess what he did today and most importantly, prepare for the next day ahead of him. Okay, let's do this. That's not one today, but next time it's gonna be all me. Itadori pumped himself up, racing out of the school. From the window of the nurse's office, someone was watching Itadori as he left the school. Thank you all for sticking around, and I really hope you're enjoying this series. I'm loving it so far. It's getting me so hyped up. Before you leave, we would just like to let you know that we the Celestials have many other channels for your entertainment and viewing purposes. All the information you'll need is right below in the description, so feel free to check that out and all the other incredible projects our team creates. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in today's production of awesome content. Their details will be in the description below. That's all for today's video, so goodbye and have a divine day.